Buckle up, folks, because this video is going to be a doozy. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome again. America is in a very bad position, so I kind of wanted to see what's going on in other countries, just to see, get a gauge of what everyone's energy is when they go to a different country and, just take that perspective of what is going on in America and see which life is better. There's pros and cons to either or situation. So I think it's better to just be in the know. Be in the know. Okay. Let's see what we got first. Oh, this lady. This lady is she's a funny one. All right, let's get into it.
What are we doing in America? We are going to Europe. I was just looking at flights from Ibiza to Barcelona. Want to guess the price? I've never seen anything like this in my life. But for now, just try to guess. Guess how much it is.
I'll show you right now.
$5 for a 1-hour flight from Ibiza to Barcelona. Why are we still here? I don't know if you've ever been to Ibiza, but you should. You should. It is literally my favorite place on earth. I haven't been to Barcelona yet, but I will now. What are we doing in Ohio when we can be in Ibiza? Ibiza for $5? Where can you go in America for $5? Nowhere. You can't even get on the turnpike for $5. You can take an hour-long flight to an island in Spain for $5. I'm just checking out right now, and it's actually $5. Oh my god! What?
Yeah, right? Why is it so expensive in America? I live in New York City. It takes $3 to take the bus. I could go to a vacation in Europe for $5. Hold on. Let's get this in perspective. I can't even go to Brooklyn I'll go to Brooklyn and then go back home because, borough to borough, you got to transfer trains and they don't even let you get a transfer to another train. Each fare on the MTA is $3. Well, I'm sort of rounding up. It's $2.90 now, which it raised, I think 2 years ago, the price from $2.75 to $2.90. So that sucks. I remember when I was a kid, it only took like $2 to take the bus. So, looking at this, $2 to take the bus up to $3, rounding up $3. Or can I just be living in Europe, take a plane, go to the vacations, go to Ireland? I'm assuming that's Ibiza sounds like an island type of country. I'm not actually sure, but I've been researching a lot of countries, and I might have to add Ibiza to the list. I got Tunisia on there. I got some Sicily. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what we have next. Let's see how bad America really is.
This is your sign to stop vacationing in the United States. I paid $35 US for this wristband. And look at where I am. I'm in a massive pool in the middle of Romania. But not just that, I'm now floating in the middle of the pool on my way to the cocktail bar. Well, I just gave them my wristband, and in exchange, they gave me a pina colada. Now I'm going mobile with my pina colada. Look at this. I'm going from an indoor pool all the way to an outdoor pool. And now, out of nowhere, I am letting an AI machine scan my body to tell me what is wrong with it. And there's a lot. And you're not going to believe this. I'm in a movie theater sauna. They're playing Planet Earth on a movie screen. And it's like 90-something degrees in here. $35 I paid for all of this. Cheaper to buy a ticket, fly to Romania, than one night out in New York City.
Yeah, all that for a spa day in Romania, only for $30. Doesn't that sound kind of crazy? I actually was in Romania, if you saw my first video on this channel, actually, I went to Ukraine. I had to go through Romania, and Romania isn't half bad. Like, there is some problems in Romania. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you walk the streets at night in Bucharest, exactly, there's a lot of homeless people begging for money. I'm just gonna lay it down straight. If you don't like homeless people, I guess, avoid the night streets of Bucharest. But a spot in Romania, I was looking at, that was one of the tourist attractions in Romania, and I was highly, highly interested in that deal. I might have to go back to Romania and take that spot because, well, I don't know. It looks like just like a nice pool day. The place looks great. That's the point I'm saying. But yeah, Romania, $30, nice little vacation spot. But the thing is, you have to, the flight to Romania. I guess it's better if you actually live in one of these European countries. So it's like, you don't have to travel from America to Romania. You could just be like Romania, Estonia, Siberia, Armenia, Turkey. Anywho, let's see what else we have in store for us.
This video is for recruiters, hiring managers, and employers. If you're not one of those people, scroll past this video. I'm done. I've been applying to jobs for the past 2 years since I graduated. I graduated college almost 2 years ago. I have 2 degrees. I had 2 internships in college. I was top of my class. Since graduating, I have published a book. Okay, I wrote and self-published a book, and yet that's still not good enough for you people. You still want 5 to 10 years of experience for an entry-level job. Where do you think we're supposed to get this experience if no one wants to hire us? How are we supposed to get the experience if no one wants to hire us without experience? Like, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then today, for example, I was all excited. I had an interview for this fancy PR firm in Denver because I'm moving to Denver like next week. And I actually thought that I had a chance of getting this job. I know that sounds pathetic, but I got really excited. I got my hopes up. I spent 2 hours prepping for the interview all morning. I got dressed up, straight into my hair. And then 5 minutes into the Zoom call, I get an email from the founder, the CEO of the company saying, "Oh, sorry, we already filled the position. And we forgot that, I forgot that this interview was like already scheduled." Like, she forgot about the interview. And I'm just like, I literally, like, you couldn't have told me this sooner. I spent my entire morning getting ready for this interview just to find out they already filled the position. Like, that is so disrespectful. That is so unprofessional. Like, I don't care how important you are. Like, if you're a CEO, whatever, I don't care. That's unprofessional. You don't do that to people. Like, I'm still a human. I'm still a person with feelings. And also, like, time is precious. And I spent all morning preparing for this interview that you just forgot about. And you didn't even tell me until like 5 minutes into the interview. The fuck? Like, I'm sorry if like this is controversial. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm done. I have no fucks left to give. I'm done. This past 2 years, like I've had so many rejection letters. I've gotten over 500 rejection letters. I've only gone on like maybe 10 interviews, and half of those interviews I go through like 3 rounds of interviews for this company that I'm applying for, and they don't even tell me until the 3rd round of interviews, oh yeah, the pay is like $17 an hour, which is like minimum wage. I just don't understand like how these people can go about doing this, like getting people's hopes up just to have them come crashing down. Like, I feel like my mental health the past 2 years has severely suffered because of the job market right now and because of all these employers posting jobs. A lot of them aren't even real. They're ghost jobs. Like, I don't understand what's happening. And then these recruiters reach out to me and say, "Oh, we'd love to interview you. Like, we'd love to hire you for this position." And then they just ghost me. Or they tell me the position's already been filled. You wanted me. You reached out to me and then you let me down. It's giving like when a guy is interested in you and pursues you just to like change up like 2 months later and be like, "Oh, I don't want you anymore."
Excuse me? You wanted me. I didn't want you. You wanted me. And now you're saying, oh, sorry, like the position's already been filled. We don't want you anymore. Like, what? What? I literally don't understand. Like, I'm so done. I'm so done.
Ghost applications. Ghost applications. They're letting jobs that make it seem like they're available to be applied for, and then you sign up, you do the cover letter, you submit your resume, you do whatever laundry list of things that they get you to do, email them 10 times to say, oh, did you get my application? Did you get my application? You get to the preparation of the job interview 5 minutes before that. Oh, we already have this job filled. What? Who, after an experience like that, who would want to fill another 100 applications just to get ghosted again? Who would do that? Who? It's a waste of time. That is I have to agree with this girl. It is disrespectful to everyone searching on the job market when you just let people just apply for jobs that don't exist. Why would anyone want to do that? Why is this a problem that is prevalent enough for this lady to speak up about it and then have a bunch of people agree with it? It's crazy. It's nuts. You know, this is why I'm trying to do this YouTube thing, like get self-employed so I don't have to deal with this kind of thing. This is what we've shared experiences, what we've all been doing for the past few years. Job market's crazy. I mean, I don't know if this is an American problem only, but, you know, it's a big problem here in America. That's why, you know, I think the American struggle is to find a way to make it out of America. That's the American dream now. All right, let's see. What do we got next?
I've applied to about 150 jobs between October to now, and I'm still unemployed. And I'm one of those people that has had a job since the day I turned 16, and not having a job right now, knowing that I've put so much time and effort into it, I can't even explain how demoralizing it is without bursting into tears. And maybe it sounds dramatic, but I don't even care because it's one of those things that you really do put in so much time and effort into these cover letters, into these interviews, into these applications. Do you know how frustrating it is to not hear a single response back, or get so far into the interview process that all of a sudden you're ghosted, or being ghosted for an interview, or getting all the way through the process and then they end up going with someone else at the very last stage? It is an emotional roller coaster. No joke, it is an emotional roller coaster. You are going through so much chaotic emotions. You have all of this hope because you get an interview and you get far into the interview process, and all of a sudden that comes crashing down when you don't get the job, and it starts all over again. It goes up and down and up and down, and it is so heart-wrenching. And I just wish I could actually vocalize how frustrating it is. I talk to my friends about it and they're like, oh, no worries, you'll get a job by this date. And the day comes around and I'm like, I'm still here. So what does that mean for me? What does that mean about me? And I'm not one of those people that puts a lot of value on jobs. I put a lot of value on work because there's other forms of work that is outside of a job, but it's still frustrating regardless. When you're stuck in a position like this for so long, eventually you're going to start to wonder, is it you? Is there something that you can be doing better? It's a lot. It's taxing. Unfortunately, there is no motivational thing I have at the end of this. I'm just expressing my feelings. I'm all about authenticity and transparency. And the transparent thing to say here is that it sucks and it's hard. So if anyone tries to tell you that the job market does not suck right now, laugh in their face and then send them this video because it does suck. And for one story like mine, there's probably 10 other ones that have applied to way more jobs, have had way more ghostings than me. It's soul crushing. I cannot lie.
Yeah. A lot of stories like that and no motivational speech at the end. That seems like the common occurrence nowadays. Like, air out your usually I think we've been romanticized by television our whole life. Like there's going to be some sort of, you know, redemption arc at the end of the day, and once you get to real life, there's like all these problems that are going on in your daily life, and then there's no redemption. It is, you know, it's got to be heart-wrenching at some point, you know, a real self-esteem downer. But you know, I think, you know, there has to be something said for that people's spirits are still going. There's still a handful of people who won't quit no matter what, you know. I'm trying to be like one of those people, but, you know, it's kind of hard to do sometimes. But all right. Oh, this woman. This woman has a story of she's moving out of America, which, you know, the American dream, get out of America. And she tells her doctor, let's see what she got to say.
Guys, I kid you not. I went to my rheumatologist today and we were talking and I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to move overseas very, very soon. And he looked at me and he's like, you're moving? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm moving overseas in a couple of months. And he got up and hugged me. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I'm so happy for you. Please email me and tell me if your lupus gets better or goes away. And I was like, ha ha ha, like, yeah, America does cause a lot of health issues and exacerbates autoimmune diseases because, you know, autoimmune diseases are exacerbated by environmental factors like pollution and shit food and bad microbiomes and antibiotic use and stress. And so, like, yeah, moving out would probably, like, help because it would reduce those environmental factors, but not to the extent that my rheumatologist would hug me and tell me, give me his email and tell me to email him and tell him how it's going because he anticipates that my autoimmune disorder is gonna like go into remission or just vanish. And he kept saying, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. This is the best decision you're ever gonna make. You're young. This is the right move. Don't look back. Don't hesitate. I think you should do it. And he was so excited for me, which is very telling. And he's a very old rheumatologist, and he actually is the head of rheumatology. And he is very knowledgeable and wise and very experienced. And for him to just like get up and hug me and tell me that it's the best decision I'm ever gonna make, and to literally like make sure that I have his email to email him about how my lupus is going to go into remission when I leave, is wild to me and is very telling of what America is doing to our health. Not to be the conspiracy theorist who's like, the government is poisoning us, but we are over-medicated and unwell. We are undernourished and yet obese. We are mentally unwell. We're running, and yet we're staying stagnant. We don't sleep well. Our habits are just terrible here. And everybody has high cortisol levels. So I mean, yeah, and if you didn't know, like, the United States is kind of the hub of autoimmune disorders. There were 10 many years ago, and just in America, we've developed over 100 kinds, and we have the highest incidence and prevalence rates. That means we have the most amount of people with autoimmune disorders, and we have the most amount of people being diagnosed with autoimmune disorders every single year. So, I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, that is an eerie feeling, you know, if this story is true, where the doctor just hugs her and seems to believe that she will get better once she gets out of America. He's saying it's the best decision she's ever made. That's got to say a lot about, you know, what's going on with our health in America. Or something. It's got to hint at something, right? Should it? Because, you know, it does seem like a lot of people are suffering health-wise, and some issues more prevalent here in America, if those statistics that she pulled up are in fact true. You know, something to think about. Maybe, I mean, hey, this is more pushing towards my message of moving out of America. But, okay, let's see what we got next.
I think I understand why our society is a mess now. The system that we're in is for stupid people. The average person is not really that stupid anymore. So when you're looking at issues that we have with the government, not trusting the government, the propaganda that they used were for much stupider people. Now, you know, I can just go on TikTok or Instagram and look at that location, just actually search that location and know what's really going on. And then looking at my job, like as a content creator and an influencer, people are super pissed at them right now. And it's like, yeah, because all the tips and tricks that we know are for like stupid people. Because the whole thing that we're supposed to do is like capture people's attention. So there's so many things that you can do. Hooks, the way that I talk, showing parts of our bodies, showing fancy things, right? Like it's for stupid people. But if you don't even have, like, say you don't have an opinion and you're just kind of like not really exposed to a lot of things, you can listen to a lot of other podcasts and at least take on their opinion. So everyone has a lot more information now. because of our phones that the old stuff isn't working. And then we're pissed off at celebrities because it's like, yeah, they're still in PR of like 2010 where like Kim Kardashian can show her Bugatti Veyron and there's going to be enough people that are like double tap, or, you know, a woman can show their body and it's like people are just going to double tap. But the average person is not this double tapping zombie anymore. And we all have thoughts and we all can articulate things and we can fact check things and we can look at other people's profiles and be like, no, actually, they're not like that. Or, oh, no, that city's not actually like that. Or, no, please don't lie to me.
I like that. Are we in the age of articulation where we're not just scrolling zombies, just double tapping everything we see on social media? Have we grown enough wisdom that the average person, has the average person grown enough wisdom to realize the trap that social media has set for us, and that we're not just going to be playing into the hooks and games of the social media creator, the influencers? You know, I like this girl's message. This girl's message is that we are not stupid anymore. 2010, we were stupid. Well, I was like in the 5th grade then, but you know, now we've grown smarter as a people. We have new technology and we've grown accustomed to how it works and, you know, the algorithms and such. And, you know, I think that there is something bubbling in America. There's a feeling that we're all feeling now. Don't know what quite it is, but something's gonna have to pop soon. And it appears that was the last video. So I hope you guys have been enlightened after this video. The point of these videos is basically, you know, we're all artists here. We're all artists. We're all creators in our heart, I feel. And a big part of trying to pursue our dreams is the money aspect of pursuing our dreams. And I think with these videos, I hope to reach that core audience that like wants to create but is struggling to. So let me share my message. Let's see if we could, you know, intersect lives. You know what I mean? But I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll be back to you guys in another video. Peace.